Hello folks and welcome to, I'm not quite sure what this game is exactly, the Stanley Parable. This game was recommended to me by someone earlier today, and it was like $3 or something on Steam, so I bought it. They said if you like story and choice in games, this is definitely a must-play. Now, he said it was a very short game, but he also said that you could play for several hours and continually get new things. Like, different things will happen depending on what you do in it. So I'm very curious to see what this is. I think I have heard of this game in the past. I think this used to be a mod for Half-Life or something like that, and it got a standalone version. I think it was this year. No, it was last year or something like that, I think.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-making, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
What the
Something
hell?
was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What is this? The story about an NPC becoming sentient? Think here? I don't know what the interact button is, so I don't know if I can click on any of this.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, okay. I clicked E and then it seemed to turn off the computer. Oh. Okay then.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
That's locked. Okay, well, I was going to go back in there and click, but I guess we have to move forward. Okay, I can turn it off. I just can't turn them back on. What's that say? Is there a crouch button? I'm sure there is. Somewhere. Oh, I can figure it out. Okay. I'll look at the controls later. Probably should have read that. It said something. Oh well. What's that? Alright. Ooh, okay. My sensitivity's really high. That was weird.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Interesting. Can I go back here?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Interesting. He told me that was the correct way to go in the left, so I want to explore more. Makes more sense that way. Let me check it. That one locked? Yeah, they're all locked. Locked.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It's a nice room. I could live in here.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yes, I think it is. Can I drink coffee?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
What the fuck? Is he gonna say anything else?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no
What the
more,
fuck?
he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
What? Continue, please. Is that a sprinkle? That's a camera. I wonder if he's watching me. Okay, I think he's done. Alright, let's move on.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room, and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Do I want to listen to him, though? That was actually quite amusing when I didn't. Yeah, choices. Shit, okay. Well, listen to him.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Really, game? It's a big red button. We gotta press it. Oh, loading, okay.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Can I open it? Nope. Sounds like somebody's typing on a keyboard when I click in the mouse button. That's interesting.
No,
What?
not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Very well. This is where the game turns into a horror game. What the hell?
No.
What the
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
What?
Okay. We just...
Is he watching me? This is an experiment, isn't it?
I'm kidding. It's all rubbish now.
This is like the room in the Matrix.
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And
What?
this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay. From the top.
What? Oh, he wasn't joking. Wait, so did I lose? Was that an ending?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is a very weird game. Very weird.
When Stanley... Wait.
What?
Wait, what?
Oh.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Well, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? You moved the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Oh, God.
Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
We're gonna go find the story? Okay. What the hell? Really? It's a maze. Are you kidding me? Okay, this is quite impressive.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh, okay then.
All of his co-workers were gone. What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
What
Perhaps
the
he had
fuck?
simply missed a memo.
This is so meta.
Okay, yeah, it's worse.
Oh.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Doesn't seem like I have much choice. All locked? What the? Uh-oh.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
I have a bad feeling about this.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What the hell, man? What the hell?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
What?
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing...
You're just
how
messing
about
with me,
this?
aren't you?
You win!
What?
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh dear God. I think he's just screwing with me because I disobeyed him. That's what it seems like. What?
Alright, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line.
What?
How simple is that?
This is great. Wait. I'm gonna go this way.
No, I'm down. We're living up to the line from now on.
He's not even gonna play with me now. I see. I see how it is. Oh, someone's played solitaire. I can't turn off that computer. Damn. Can I go this way? Oh, nope. Seems like every door is locked.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Sorry, back there? Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
What the hell? What? No. This is really fucking weird.
Music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Is there actually something hidden, or is he messing with me again? I assume he's messing with me, but... yeah, he's just messing with me.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Okay, apparently it wants us to go this way now. What the hell did I buy?
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh god, it's still here?
You know what, Stanley? I say
oh no.
The Adventure Line, what's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting.
Oh god.
Mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly true.
He's gonna kill
Why
me.
don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know, how about this direction?
He's gonna kill me.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Wow, this is actually quite cool, I have to admit. I was...
Oh, no, not you
Oh,
again.
shit.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Don't acknowledge the line, I see. The line is gonna come alive and kill me. It literally just busts through walls? Okay. What the?
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
What the?
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
Oh, and the choice didn't matter.
Well,
It all leads to the
that's
same
something really.
place.
Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean...
Oh, shit.
Did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are.
Importantly.
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if...
Oh, okay, then that actually made me jump a little. Wait, did the game crash? Game? Oh, okay, there it goes.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
What the
decided to go
fuck?
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Just keep going, just keep going.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room. Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah, we'll actually listen to him for a minute.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
It's here. Oh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I don't believe you. No, I don't believe you. After what you just put me through, I don't believe you.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
He must really hate me. The narrator must really hate me.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me, because literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
What?
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Was he gonna say anything else?
Stanley
Please?
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. And in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. Alright, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay, this is genius. I love this. This was totally worth $3. Is he gonna say anything else? No, probably not.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
What if I go back in?
You too? Unbelievable. And at the mercy mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay, I'll wait just a minute. Anything? No, okay, let's go. Oh.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's that? Nothing, I guess.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Oh, shit.
All of my co-workers
Oh,
became
no.
mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Oh, God.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt.
What?
He finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, what the hell?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head that says everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently.
Oh shit, jump scare?
To wake up.
Jump scare?
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be real.
Yes.
And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh,
But
he's
on this
dead.
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What the fuck? Okay then? What the hell? I have no words. Really? Because this is just freaking weird. And you know what? I think I had enough for one sitting. It's, let's see, what time is it? It is 3:40 in the morning. I think I need to go to bed. Because this just kinda, I don't know. This is fucking cool. But at the same time, it's like, what the hell? Oh, okay. Yeah. Exit to menu. By the way, that's really weird. Okay. Well, folks, thank you all for watching. This was the Stanley Parable. I think I will continue this game, but I need a break. That was just really weird. Alright, folks, until next time, until then, later.